Hi, I'm Vinny, and this is Vinnie's View. I am basically a self-proclaimed movie addict. I'm a movie nut. I've been that way ever since I was a little kid. Um, in fact, I think I'm still a little kid when it comes to movies. When I see a movie coming out, see a movie trailer, I get very excited. I get crazy. I got to see the movie right away. I'm marking on my calendar when it's going to come out. So I'm really a dyed-in-the-wool movie addict, and basically that's why I'm here. I'm here to do movie reviews for regular people, people who are like-minded like me, who love movies, who can't get enough of the movies, and really just want to know all about them. Okay, here's what I'm going to do with the series. Basically, I'm going to go see a movie, which I'll see many movies every week. I'm going to take my video camera with me. As soon as I come out of the movie, I'm going to review it. Spur of the moment, off the cuff, the kind of review you don't get from those well-schooled so-called film critics. I'm just like you. I love movies. I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm basically an Italian guy from Jersey, so I'm not averse to being opinionated. You're gonna hear some opinions, and hopefully you'll agree. And if you don't agree, I'd love to hear from you as well. So I'm just gonna lay it on the line. Sometimes I'll get really excited about a movie. I'm gonna have the camera. I'll be walking right out of the theater. I may be excited in an opposite way. I may hate the movie, and I'm gonna just go for it. So a lot of it's gonna take place right here in this minivan, this high class, high end studio I have here. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, here's what I won't review. I'm not going to review 17 again. I'm not going to review Hannah Montana's movie. They already have a built-in audience. Probably not much I could say about them. I'm going to review movies that get me charged up. I'm going to review movies that I'm excited to see, that I have passion to see. I'll review movies that are great, that are so-called great movies, that are movies that people think are great, that people think are funny, that maybe aren't funny. I'll review them, and I'll take a look at them. Basically anything that looks interesting or remotely interesting to me, I'm gonna review. If it's funny, I'll see it. If it thinks it's funny, I'll see it. Summer blockbusters, dramas. I got a lot of drama in my life, so dramas are perfect. Obviously comedies. If it's exciting and cool, I'm gonna see it. I love action movies. I can't wait for Wolverine. And hopefully you'll see this before Wolverine comes out, but I'll definitely review that. So I'm excited to see anything that's coming out on the horizon that looks halfway decent. I may see some clunkers in there just to get some really funny reviews. If I miss a movie that you want me to talk about, feel free to write in. I would love to hear back from you, and I will review anything you ask me to review. I will go for. So that'd be fun. No one loves an HD TV like me. I love it. I love my Blu-ray player. I've got it all hooked up with the surround sound. Fantastic. But I'm really going to do a separate video on that, on videos. Which I love videos. I love watching them over and over again. I watch movies over and over again as a movie nut. That's what you do. But I think really that movies are made for the big screen, to see originally on the big screen. There's nothing like seeing a great movie on a big screen for the first time. It's the excitement is you just can't get that in on a home DVD theater. I just think you really need to see it in a theater. One thing about seeing a movie in a theater is finding the right screen. Though you really have to find the right theater with a great screen, big screen, great sound. All that stuff is very important to me. All right, you know what? Being a movie nut, obviously I have to be nutty about my preparation for movies. So I am actually very particular about what happens before I go see a movie. Generally, I buy my tickets on movietickets.com or Fandango ahead of time. I like to have, especially if the movie's just opening. If it's the first weekend of it opening, I'll buy it on movietickets.com or Fandango, and I like to have the ticket ready in the at the kiosk. I plug the card in there. Not many people do it. A lot of people are afraid of the technology, and I still, to this day, I mean, it's been around a long time. There's no lines. I mean, people just don't do it that much. So I think it's for me, it's still a great way to go. I always get to the theater really early, and my kids will tell you that I probably get there way, way too early. But I like to be there early. I like to get there early, get a nice center seat, don't have to bother anyone coming in late. We'll talk about that later. I like to get there early, get the perfect seat, front and center, not front and center, but I like to be. For me, my perfect seat is about halfway up, right in the middle, center cut. Got to be right in the middle of the big screen. That's where I like to be. You know, in terms of snacks, I'm not a big popcorn guy. You know, a lot of people love the popcorn for a movie. You know, but I, find it, gets stuck in my teeth, and I think it's a distraction from the movie if I'm picking my teeth and trying to get popcorn out of my teeth. So I don't do that. But anyway, I'll settle down with a nice box of Bunch of Crunch and a water, and I'm happy. Sometimes I go at lunch. I used to go to movies at lunch quite a bit, and I'll pack a little sandwich and have a Coke or something. But generally, the Bunch of Crunch, the water, I'm ready to go. I also have this crazy self-imposed rule about eating candy, and I again, the nuttiness. I won't eat the candy until the movie starts. Is that weird? I think so. But anyway, I either have to see a credit or a first scene, and then I can eat the candy. One of the things I think that are driving people away from the movies, from actually going to theaters and staying at home and watching their HD televisions, is the people in the movie theaters. I mean, people in the movie theaters, very often, they just don't respect the other people around them and respect the fact that people are trying to just watch the movie and really get into it. Nothing worse than, being into a movie and really, really focusing on it, and then someone next to you is distracting you and making noise, and his cell phone's beeping, and it's just not a great movie watching experience. I'm going to get preachy here, okay? So bear with me. Turn your cell phone off. Plain and simple. Just turn it off. You're not going to be answering phone calls in the theater. Just turn the cell phone off. Very simple. They have a lot of commercials at the beginning of the movie reminding you what to do. Turn it off. It's crazy. I've been in a theater when someone's having a full-on conversation next to me. I mean, get a life. What are you doing there? Are you there to watch the movie or to do business? Go in the hall, have your conversation. We want to enjoy the movie. You know what? Another thing is get to the movie early. I mean, that's what I do. Get to the movie early. Get your seat. Get yourself settled. Don't come in 5 minutes after the movie started. Everyone's getting into the movie. It's hard enough. Some of these movies are hard enough to follow and have some jerk coming in front of you and trying to find a seat, especially in a crowded theater. That is the worst. Come early. Okay, lastly, just want to say, shut up! Sorry. Shut up. No one wants to hear you talking in the movie theater while we're watching this $40 million epic going on. We don't want to hear you talking to your friend next to you. We don't want to hear you giving away plot points. We don't want to hear your review of the movie while the movie's going on. We don't need to hear it. That's what I'm here for. Come to my website and hear the review. We don't need to hear you reviewing the movie while the movie's going on. I mean, it's just insane what people do. They come to the movies and they want to have a conversation. Have a social hour in the diner afterwards. Talk about the movie. That's the way to go. Or talk about it beforehand. In the movie, shut up! And here's another thing, in terms of shutting up. When people decide to bring their babies to movies, I still don't get it. Get a babysitter! Get a babysitter! I mean, who wants to hear, in the middle of Pulp Fiction, some crazy, unbelievable scene in Pulp Fiction, you want to hear a baby screaming and crying? Who brings their baby to an R-rated movie? I don't know. I can't believe it. Anyway, just get a babysitter and shut up and enjoy the movie. That's all that's all we ask. So anyway, I'm Vinny, and this was Vinnie's View. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you watch all my upcoming reviews. I think they should be a lot of fun. And just get out there and go see a movie. Enjoy. Thanks.